Hello everyone, ARG back with some more Franchise Hockey Manager 8, and today we are going to be playing the rest of 2023 and hopefully heading off to the playoffs. Well, the playoffs are gonna happen regardless. I just hope we are going to be in them. We are sitting 6th in the East, still one of the teams that play the most games. And the standings are really tight. We might need to win 5 of our remaining 7 games in order to squeeze into the playoffs. If we don't win 5 games, we might not make it. Even if we win 5, we still might not make it. So it's gonna be pretty tight, that's for sure. We're still without Lassie Thompson. He's out day to day, but he's about to come back. And of course, Angus Crookshank is hurt, but he's in Belleville. We got Brady Tkachuk back last stream. He didn't do much so far. He's also been relegated to the second line. Stützle is now playing on the top line with Josh Norris and Drake Batterson. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see the finish here. Again, probably should win 5 of those 7 games in order for us to make the playoffs. Alright, so let's get going with the playoffs and everything. I'm expecting it's going to be probably a little bit longer of a stream than usual, so let's get to it. So the first team on the menu is going to be the Rangers. They are at home today, so all of our games are at home as well except for one, so that might be an advantage for us, hopefully. So Rangers are 44, 26, and 4. That's good for 3rd in the East, and we are 2-0 against the Rangers this season. We have won both games so far. Let's see if we can beat them again and make it a perfect 3-0 for the season. Oh, Tkachuk back on the first line. So, because I just said he was relegated to the second line, DJ Smith was like, "Oh yeah, mother fudge sickler, look at me. Look who's the boss of the bench. That would be me. There you go." All right. Right, so the Rangers are going to go with Igor Shesterkin in net. We're going to go with Philip Gustafsson. And of course, go Sens go. We need a W. And we didn't get it. We lost 4-3. They didn't even get a point in overtime or nothing. Alright, so that's not good. Oh dear God. We outshot the Rangers 64-29, and we lost 4-3. Yikes. Zach Jones was the first star of the game. He had a goal and an assist. Travis Sanheim was the second star with a goal and 2 assists. And Capo Caco was the third star with a goal and an assist. Sellout crowd in Ottawa for this game. Tim Stützle opened up the scoring in the first period. That was a power play goal from Drake Batterson and Travis Sanheim, and then the Rangers tied the game. It was tied at 1 after 1. Then in the second period, we took the lead again. Travis Sanheim scored on a power play from Alex Formenton and Mason Schott. It was 2-1 Ottawa. Then the Rangers tied the game again. And then we took our third lead of the game. Jacob Bernard Docker scored from Josh Norris and Travis Sanheim. It was 3-2 Ottawa heading into the third period. But we allowed 2 goals, including the game winner with 47 seconds left to go in the third period. That one hurt. And we lost 4-3. Alright. Very next day we are hosting the Devils, so we don't have too much time to feel sorry for ourselves. Right, Austin Matthews extends his goal streak to 6 games. He had a goal and an assist against the Colorado Avalanche. And Eugene Melnick is still very happy with my work, including yesterday's loss. We went 8-3-3 last month, so that was a good month in March. We did have a pretty good month. However, we are still battling to stay alive in the playoff race. Like New Jersey now is in town. They are 33-8. That's good for 13th in the East. We need to get that game. We lost against the Rangers. They are a better team than us, but we need to get this game against the Devils. We are 1-1 against them this season. Let's get to it. Alright, Jonathan Bernier in net for the Devils. Matt Murray back in net for the Sens. Go, Sens, go! Come on. Oh yeah, 7-3 win at home. Very decisive win here. I like that one. We outshot the Devils 40-29. Mason Shaw was the first star of the game. He had a goal and 2 assists. Tim Stützle was the second star with 2 goals. And Thomas Chabot was the third star with a goal. 16,522 people in attendance for that one. Tim Stützle opened up the scoring in the first from Drake Batterson and Mason Shaw. Then the Devils tied the game. Then Shane Pinto scored from Brady Tkachuk and Lawson Krause. And then Thomas Chabot from Mason Shaw and Brady Tkachuk. It was 3-1 for the Sens after one. Then in the second period, Tim Stützle scored again from Igor Sokolov and Artem Zub. It was 4-1. Lawson Krause scored from Nino Niederreiter and Travis Sanheim. It was 5-1 Ottawa. The Devils scored, made it 5-2, but we scored 2 more goals. Mason Shaw scored on the power play unassisted, and then Nino Niederreiter from Drake Batterson and Dougie Hamilton. It was 7-2 Ottawa after 2. Devils would add a goal late in the third period. Obviously, it was too late. We won this game 7-3, keeping the playoffs hopes alive. Oh, Eric Brandstrom is day-to-day. Right, Henry-Yuki Haru is back from suspension in Buffalo, back in the lineup over there. Tyler Seguin's point streak ended at 13 games. He was held scoreless against the Blues. Carl Taylor lost his job as the coach of the Jets. Jets are 33-37-5. He's going to be replaced by Mike Keane. Oh, former Montreal Canadian and Colorado Avalanche Mike Keane. He was a feisty little guy. Those of you that maybe are too young or don't remember him, when he wouldn't fight all that often, but he would often kind of surprise his opponents because he was kind of a left-handed face puncher, I guess. So that it was taking some people by surprise. So good old Mike Keane is now the coach in Winnipeg. Andrei Svechnikov extends his goal streak to 10 games with a goal against the Flames. He's on a tear. Right, so we have a couple of days off, and then we're going to be hosting the Arizona Coyotes. Jake Muzzin has a strong game. He had a hat-trick, 3 goals against the Bruins. Austin Matthews extends his goal streak to 7 games. In that same game, he had a goal. Mika Zibanejad has a good game. He had 3 goals and an assist against the Panthers. Tyson Barrie is hurt and he's going to miss 3 weeks in Edmonton. Fractured ribs, ouch. Conor Mcdavid extends his point streak to 13 games. He had an assist in that game against the Hurricanes, and that was 13 straight games with an assist as well. And in that same game, Andrei Svechnikov extended his goal streak to 11 games with a goal. It's pretty impressive in this era to score in 11 straight games. That's pretty freaking amazing. Right, we're going to go ahead and advance one more day because we are off, and then the Coyotes are going to be in town. I believe that's our last game of the season against a West opponent. Yes, it is. Alright, so Alex Galchenyuk is hurt in New Jersey. He is going to miss 9 months with a ruptured disc. Yikes. Yeah, you're going to miss the start of the next season. There was no stopping JT Miller. He had a hat-trick against the Capitals. And Erik Brandstrom is starting to feel better from his injury. Do I have to recall somebody or something? No, Nick Holden can play. Right, Arizona is in town. They are 35, 39, and 1. We are 0-1 against Arizona. We lost the first meeting 3-1 in Arizona earlier this season. We need a W here, so let's win this one. Josef Koronar is going to be in net for Arizona. We're going to go with Philip Gustafsson. Go Sens, go, come on. Yeah, we lost 4-1. That's not good. We already lost the 2 games we were allowed to lose for this month. We were outshot 35-23 in that one. Cal Capobianco was the first star of the game. He had 2 assists. Jake Virtanen was the second star with a goal and an assist. And Ryan Dzingel, former Ottawa Senator, struck with 2 goals and the 3rd star. We had a sellout crowd in Ottawa for that one. Arizona scored first in the first period. Then in the second period, Connor Brown tied the game from Brady Tkachuk and Drake Batterson. But then the Coyotes took the lead. It was 2-1 Arizona after 2. Then they added 2 more goals in the third period and we lost 4-1. Come on, I want to be in the playoffs. I worked too hard for this. Aaron Ekblad extends his assist streak to 8 games with an assist against Pittsburgh. William Nylander extends his assist streak to 8 games as well with 2 goals and an assist against the Rangers. Alex DeBrincat extends his assist streak to 8 games as well, 2 goals and an assist against the Red Wings. Conor Mcdavid extends his point streak to 14 games with 3 assists against the Flames. That was 14 straight games with an assist for him as well. Andrei Svechnikov extends his point streak to 12 games with 2 assists against Seattle. He did not score, however, so his goal streak ended at 11 games. It is still pretty darn impressive. And Erik Brandstrom back soon. Heck, it was impressive in the Gretzky's days to score goals in 11 straight games, let alone today. Let's advance one more day, and then we're going to be hosting Pittsburgh. Jonas Korpisalo has been put on waivers by the Columbus Blue Jackets. Brandstrom is feeling better. And now we're playing Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is 35, 33, and 9. That's good for 12th in the East. We are 1-1 against the Pens this season. Come on, I need that win. Please give it to me. Tristan Jarry is going to be in net for Pittsburgh. We're going to go back to Matt Murray. Come on, give me a good game. Oh, we won 5-2. All right. A nice 5-2 win against Pittsburgh. We outshot Pittsburgh 36-30. Jacob Bernard-Docker was the first out of the game. He had a goal and an assist. Erik Brandstrom came back in the lineup. He was the second star with 2 assists, and Drake Batterson was the third star with 2 goals. Another sellout crowd here in Ottawa. Drake Batterson opened up the scoring in the first from Jacob Bernard-Docker and Josh Norris. It was 1-0 Ottawa after 1. Then in the second period, Adam Gaudette scored from Erik Brandstrom and Nino Niederreiter. It was 2-0 Ottawa after 2. Then in the third period, Pittsburgh tied the game, but then we scored 3 unanswered goals after that. Jacob Bernard-Docker scored from Mason Shaw and Erik Brandstrom, then Shane Pinto from Lawson Krause and Dougie Hamilton, and finally, Drake Batterson scored in an empty net from Josh Norris and Travis Sanheim. 5-2, the final score. Alright, Daniel Walcott has been put on waivers by Tampa Bay. Same for Max Willman with Colorado and Jacob Zboril with the Bruins. Aaron Ekblad extends his assist streak to 9 games. Let's see here. He had an assist against Buffalo. Maple Leafs lose Morgan Riley to broken rheumatic bone, out for 9 weeks. Oh, right before the playoffs. Toronto loses their #1 defenseman. William Nylander's assist streak ended at 8 games. Didn't get a point against the Bruins in that same game. Memorable game for Alex Ovechkin. He had a hat-trick against the Lightning. Ooh, Brad Treliving might be losing his GM job in Calgary. Calgary is 35, 38, and 6. So they're talking about maybe getting rid of him over there. Alex DeBrincat extends his goal streak to 12 games. He had a goal and an assist against Seattle. And that was 9 straight games with an assist for him. Speaking of Chicago, Calvin DeHaan is back in the lineup after serving his suspension. Lassie Thompson is ready for team practice. That's good. And Brandstrom is completely recovered now. Alright, we have a day off, and then we're going to be in Montreal to play against the Habs. A game that I need to have again. I don't have many games that I can drop. Let's see, we have a 6-point lead on the Red Wings. We might be okay. However, the Red Wings have 2 games on us. So we'll see. Sebastian Aho extends his assist streak to 8 games. He had an assist against Montreal. Andrei Svechnikov extends his point streak to 13 games. He had a goal and 3 assists in that same game against Montreal. Strong game for Martin that guy that I always struggle with his last name. He had a hat-trick in that same game. Blackhawks announced claim of Jacob Zboril from waivers, so Zboril is now going to be playing for Chicago. Lassie Thompson feeling better. Oh, Thomas Chabot has dizziness and nausea, so he might not play. Well, that's not good. Yeah, I guess Nick Holden draws back in, huh? Alright, in Montreal to face the Habs. They are 32, 36, and 10. That's good for 14th in the East. We are 1-1-1 against Montreal. Let's win this one. Philip Gustafsson is going to be in net for the Sens. Sam Montembeault in net for Montreal. Go Sens, go. Come on. I can't drop it. Give me a W. Oh dear God. Not only did we not get a W, we got clobbered 8-2 against Montreal. That doesn't make me very happy. Oh, we didn't get the goaltending there. We even outshot them 45-36. Brendan Gallagher somehow went back to hockey after being a subject matter expert on bodily injuries suffered by, players playing from other teams and being a fucking tool in the press about it. Well, he was the first star with a goal and 2 assists. Joel Edmondson was the second star with 2 assists, and Sam Montembeault was the third star with 43 saves. We did score the first goal of the game. Jacob Bernard-Docker scored his 5th of the season from Brady Tkachuk and Connor Brown. Then Montreal tied the game. Then we took the lead again. Tim Stützle scored on the power play from Brady Tkachuk and Eric Brandstrom. It was 2-1 Ottawa. Then Montreal scored twice. It was 3-2 Montreal after 1. Montreal added 3 more goals in the second period, made it 6-2. And then, because it wasn't enough, they added 2 more in the third period, and it was an 8-2 clobbering of the Ottawa Senators by the Montreal Canadiens. I don't want to talk about it. Let's move on. Steven Stamkos has scored 500 goals in his career. He had a goal and an assist against the Rangers. Stamkos is 33 years old and he is a 4-star player. Great night for Nikita Kucherov in that same game. He had 4 assists. Aaron Ekblad extends his assist streak to 10 games with an assist against Toronto. Alex DeBrincat extends his point streak to 13 games. He had an assist against the Wild. That was 10 straight with an assist for him. McDavid points in 15 straight with 2 goals and an assist against the Flames. And that was 15 straight games with an assist for him. And Lassie Thompson is about to come back from injury. Yeah, we have a few days off and then we're going to be hosting the Tampa Bay Lightning. Yeah, we need to win some games here. We only have 2 of those left. And I'm looking at Detroit, and they are winning their games. They are only 4 points behind us with 2 games on. I don't like that. Oh, they lost. Yeah, the Islanders beat them 3-0. That's good for us. Taylor Hall is hurt. He's going to miss 3 weeks. So, still plays for Boston. He has a strained lat. Chris Letang played in his 1000th game in his career. He had a goal and an assist to celebrate. It was against the eternal rivals of the Penguins, the Flyers. Chris Letang is 35 and he is a 3.5-star player. Aaron Tekblad extends his assist streak to 11 games with an assist against the Devils. Sebastian Aho extends his assist streak to 9 games with an assist against the Ducks. Andrei Svechnikov extends his point streak to 14 games with an assist in that same game. Memorable night for Jason Robertson playing in Dallas. He had 4 assists against the Coyotes. That's pretty good. McDavid extends his point streak to 16 games with an assist against Chicago. That was 16 straight games with an assist as well. The Brincat extends his point streak to 14 games with a goal against the Oilers. However, he didn't get an assist, so his assist streak ended at 10 games. And Lassie Thompson is completely recovered. Let's bring him on. And we'll go ahead and send probably Olden back down. Yes, I know, I might lose him on waivers. That's okay. Alright, we're going to go ahead and move on one more day, and then we're going to be hosting the Tampa Bay Lightning. No news. Alright, Tampa Bay's in town. Tampa Bay is 40, 34, and 5. That's good for 10th in the East. Let's see. Yeah, they're desperate to win that game. They absolutely need to win this game. If we win this game in regulation, it's really going to hurt them. We are 1-2 against Tampa Bay this season. Right, Andrei Vasilevsky is going to be in net for Tampa Bay. Philip Gustafsson in net for the Sens. Go Sens! We need a win. We do need a W. And we won 5-1. That almost cement our spot in the playoffs. All right, so 5-1 victory. Sorry, I was fixing my face. Vain moment, I know. All right, so 5-1 victory against the Tampa Bay at home. We outshot Tampa Bay 42-35. Igor Sokolov was the first star of the game. He had a goal and 2 assists. Philip Gustafsson was the second star with 34 saves. And Shane Pinto was the third star with 2 goals. We got a sellout crowd for this victory. Josh Norris opened up the scoring in the first from Brady Tkachuk and Dougie Hamilton. 1-0 Sens after 1. Igor Sokolov scored in the second period. That was his 5th of the season from Nino Niederreiter and Artem Zub. And then Shane Pinto from Igor Sokolov and Jacob Bernard-Docker. It was 3-0 Ottawa after 2. Then in the third period, Mason Shaw made it 4-0 from Brady Tkachuk and Lassie Thompson. And then Shane Pinto from Igor Sokolov and Jacob Bernard-Docker. It was 5-0. Then With 8:37 left to go in the game, they took the shutout away from Philip Gustafsson, and it was a 5-1 victory, Tom. Aaron Ekblad's assist streak ended at 11 games. He was held scoreless against Boston. Sebastian Aho extends his assist streak to 10 games with 2 goals and an assist against Buffalo. Andrei Svechnikov's point streak ended at 14 games. He was held scoreless in that same game. League says no suspension for Ivan Provorov in Philadelphia. Stays in the lineup. The Brincat extends his point streak to 15 games with a goal against Winnipeg. And Conor Mcdavid was held scoreless against Seattle. He didn't get a point, so both his point and assist streak ended at 16 games. And we have a couple of days off, and then we're going to be playing Toronto for the last game of the regular season. I think we're going to be in the playoffs. Oh, wait. We are going to be in the playoffs. It's the top 3 teams in our division. No suspension for St. Louis, Torrey Krug. So no suspension for him. And the red light stays on for Ryan Hartman. He had 3 goals and an assist against Nashville. I guess he didn't give the finger to nobody in that game. Let's go ahead and double check that. So yeah, the top 3 that makes the playoffs. So Buffalo would have to catch up with us. And they cannot. No, they can. So it's not a sure thing. No, wait. So it's not a sure thing that we're making the playoffs as part of the top 3 in the division. However, can Detroit catch us? No, they cannot. So we will be in the playoffs regardless. But it's very uncertain as to where we're going to land. It depends on the other teams too. Also depends on, if we beat the Leafs in that last game of the season. Sebastian Aho's assist streak ended at 10 games. He didn't get a point against the Devils. There was no stopping Patrick Laine. He had a hat-trick against the Washington Capitals. And Phil Kessel might retire at the end of this season. Kessel is 35 and he's a 3-star player. Alright, last game of the regular season. The Leafs are in town. They are 44-32-5. That's good for 5th in the East. We are 2-0-1 against the Toronto Maple Leafs this season. Let's see if we can beat them. Peter Mrazek in net for Toronto. Matt Murray in net for us. Of course, go Sens go. And we won 6-3. Oh yeah. We outshot Toronto 41-38. Eric Brandstrom was the first star of the game. He had a goal and an assist. Connor Brown was the second star with 2 assists. And Shane Pinto was the third star with a goal and an assist. Sellout crowd here in Ottawa for that game. Shane Pinto opened up the scoring in the first period. That was his 10th of the season from Dougie Hamilton and Eric Brandstrom. Then Eric Brandstrom scored from Connor Brown and Shane Pinto. Lawson Krause from Mason Shaw and Connor Brown. It was 3-0 Ottawa. Then Toronto scored. It was 3-1 Ottawa after 1. Toronto added another goal in the second period. It was 3-2 after 2. Then they tied the game at the start of the third period. It was tied at 3, but then we scored 3 unanswered goals after that. Adam Goddett from Igor Sokolov and Nino Niederreiter. Then Jacob Bernard Docker from Nino Niederreiter. And then finally, Lassie Thompson in an empty net from Drake Batterson and Brady Tkachuk. 6-3 Ottawa, the final score. All right, we won our last game of the season. And Nick Paul improves at right wing. Alright, so we still have a few days to advance and everything. I actually think we're going to be facing Toronto in the first round of the playoffs. Tampa Bay's point to take 2 weeks to recover from a strained rib cage muscle, so out 2 weeks. Ryan O'Reilly reaches 500 assists in his career. He had 2 assists against Tampa Bay. Ryan O'Reilly is 32 years old and he's a 4-star player. Alex DeBrincat extends his point streak to 16 games with an assist against Vancouver. Memorable night for Nikita Gusev in Arizona. He had a hat-trick against the Jets. Colorado's Jacob McDonald is suspended. He's going to miss 6 games. Stars and Tomek agree to part ways. So Matej Tomek saw his contract be bought out. Thomas Chabot is feeling better. Oh, I'm sure that Kesselring would like to reopen negotiations, but I will not. He was asking for too much money for what he is. So Kesselring is the guy that I got in the trade that when I sent Josh Brown to Edmonton last season. And he had, I think, a 3-star potential or 2.5-star potential when I made the trade for him, and he's really dropped. And I am not interested in bringing him back on. No. I don't want you. Go away. All right. Did everybody play? Yeah, everybody played all their games, I think. So we're going to see the playoff tree soon. So we made it. We're in the playoffs. Maybe I should go look at the stats. Right, Chabot should be back in time for the playoffs, I would hope. Yeah, he can play. Let's take a look in the league. All right, so Ovechkin was the best goal scorer. He finished the season with 57 goals. That gives him, for those keeping score, that gives him 835 goals in his career. Right, the best passer was Conor McDavid. He finished with 80 assists. The best scorer was Austin Matthews with 116 points. Yeah, Stützle was 9th in goal scoring with 44 goals, tied with Zibanejad and Mikko Rantanen. So that not too shabby company there. All right, let's advance here. Oh, the award nominees. Let's see what we're not about to win, because we play in a small market. Alright, the art is going to be between Austin Matthews, Connor McDavid, and Nathan McKinnon. Vizina between Braden Oldby, Joel Offer, and Robin Lehner. The Norris is going to be between Cale Makar, Morgan Riley, and Shea Theodore. Calder between Ivan Lodnia, Joel Offer, and Igor Afanasayev. Executive of the Year, Doug Armstrong in St. Louis, Joe Sakic in Colorado, and Ken Allen with the Oilers. The Selkie is going to be between Cirelli, Mark Stone, and William Karlsson. Lady Bing between Connor McDavid, Eric Karlsson, and William Nylander. The Mark Messier Leadership Award between Austin Matthews, David Pasternak, and Victor Edmond. The Ted Lindsay between Austin Matthews, Connor McDavid, and Nathan McKinnon. Jack Adams between Craig Berube, Dave Tippett, and Jared Bednar. Thomas Chabot feels better. No new deal for Luke Glendening, so he's going to be sent to free agency. So will Zemgus Girgensons with Buffalo. Alright, let's go ahead and advance, and then I'm pretty sure we'll play Toronto in the first round. Yep, and Chabot is completely recovered. Perfect. Alright, so let's take a look at the playoff 3. So in the West, San Jose is going to be playing against St. Louis, Dallas against Colorado. The LA Kings are going to be facing the Edmonton Oilers, and Seattle, in their second season of existence, are going to be taking on the Vegas Golden Knights. In the East, Buffalo and Boston are going to be facing off against each other. We are facing off against Toronto. The Islanders are facing off against the defending Stanley Cup champions Carolina Hurricanes. And finally, the Columbus Blue Jackets are going to be facing off against the Rangers. All right. Well, let's get to it, I guess. We're going to advance until the first game, and we're going to take a look at the Leafs and look at what they're going to send our way. All right, so we went 3-0-1 against Toronto this season. Of course, what matters is the record we're going to have against them during the playoffs, right? So let's see. All right. Do they have any injuries? Yeah, Morgan Rielly not going to be playing. He's still out. Other than that, they are pretty healthy. So they have Kallgren and Mrazek in net. Jake Muzzin, Gustafsson, Brody, Rindell, Borgen, Vince Dunn, Dusak on D, Kerfoot, Nylander, Bunting, Engvall, Gogolev, Robertson, Tavares, Abramov, Kampf, Austin Matthews. There are, oh god, that name is so hard to say. There are Guchintsev, Clifford Marner, and Lodnia up front. Alright, let's see if we can beat the Leafs. Alright, so for game one of the playoff series against the rivals Toronto Maple Leafs and Ottawa Senators, Leafs are going to go with Peter Mrazek, we're going to go with Matt Murray, and of course, go Sens go, let's win a playoff series now, shall we? Oh, we lost game 1 3-2 at home. We were outshot 37-34. Axel Rindell was the first star of the game. He had 2 assists. Mason Shaw was the second star with 2 assists as well. And Ivan Lodnia, was the third star with a goal and an assist. We had a sellout crowd for the playoff game in Ottawa. Toronto opened up the scoring in the first. It was 1-0 Toronto after 1. Then in the second period, Eric Brandstrom scored on the power play from Tim Stützle and Mason Shaw. Then Tim Stützle scored from Mason Shaw and Thomas Chabot. It was 2-1 Ottawa at that point, but before the end of the period, Toronto would tie the game. It was tied at 2 after 2. And then in the third period, Ivan Lodnia was the hero with the game winner for Toronto, and we lost 3-2. Ooh, the Islanders lost Anthony Beauvillier for 3 months, so playoffs over for Anthony Beauvillier. That's going to hurt the Islanders. He's a pretty decent player. Alright, so in the other series, the Kings beat Edmonton 6-4, Dallas beat Colorado 5-3, Vegas won against Seattle 3-2, St. Louis beat San Jose 5-1, the Rangers won 7-4 against Columbus, Boston beat Buffalo 4-2, the Islanders got massacred in Carolina 9-0, and we lost 3-2 against Toronto. Yikes, what a playoff game, a 9-0 game. Alright, game 2. We have no time to feel sorry for ourselves. Peter Mrazek is going to be in net. Matt Murray in net. Go Sens, go. Come on. Let's win this one. Ooh, we took a 2-0 deficit in the series. We lost this game 6-2. That's not good. We were outshot 41-33. John Tavares was the first star of the game. He had 4 goals, an assist, and he looked miserable the entire time. Michael Bunting was the second star with 3 assists, and Mitch Marner was the third star with 2 assists. We had a sellout crowd that left pretty sad after that loss. Toronto opened up the scoring in the first, then Connor Brown tied the game from Adam Gaudette and Brady Tkachuk. It was tied at 1, then the Leafs scored again. It was 2-1 Toronto after 1. Then in the second period, we tied the game again. Mason Shaw from Josh Norris and Drake Batterson. It was tied at 2, but Toronto scored twice. It was 4-2. Toronto, after 2, they added 2 more goals in the third period, and we lost 6-2. Yikes. Yeah, memorable game for John Tavares. We saw that. Alright, so let's see. Edmonton won against LA 5-3. Dallas beat Colorado 5-0. Seattle beat Vegas 5-3. St. Louis beat San Jose 3-0. Rangers won 4-3 against Columbus. Boston beat Buffalo 5-0. Islanders got revenge from that shellacking they suffered in the first game. They won 5-2, and we lost 6-2. Alright. We're down 2-0 against Toronto in the first round of the playoffs. That's not good. Alright, going in Toronto. Hopefully we can reverse our lucks here. Matt Murray is going to be in net for us. Peter Mrazek is going to be in net for Toronto. Go Sens! And we're down 3-0 in that series. We lost 6-5. That's not good. We outshot Toronto 43-38. Austin Matthews was the first star of the game. He had 3 goals and an assist. Drake Batterson was the second star with a goal and an assist. And William Nylander was the third star with 2 assists. Igor Sokolov opened up the scoring in the first from Mason Shaw and Tim Stützle. Then Toronto tied the game. Then Drake Batterson scored from Brady Tkachuk and Travis Sanheim. And then Toronto scored twice. It was 3-2 Toronto after 1. Then in the second period, Eric Brandstrom scored on the power play from Mason Shaw and Drake Batterson. Tied the game, but Toronto retook the lead, and then we tied again. Lassie Thompson from Nino Niederreiter and Adam Gaudette tied at 4, but before the end of the period, 1 second before the end of the period, Toronto scored again. It was 5-4 Toronto after 2. In the third period, Artem Zub tied the game from Nino Niederreiter and Alex Formenton, but Austin Matthews scored with 2 minutes and 9 seconds left to go in the third period. That lead would hold, and we lost 6-5. Yeah, we are facing elimination now. Austin Matthews has a great game. He had 3 goals and an assist against us. And memorable night for Boone Jenner, who had a hat-trick against the Rangers. Oh, let's see. LA beat Edmonton. Dallas beat Colorado. Vegas beat Seattle. St. Louis beat San Jose. Columbus beat the Rangers. Buffalo won against Boston. Islanders reversed that thing. They won 2-1, so they are up 2-1 in their series, and we are facing elimination. That's, yeah. We might be able to pull the feat of, winning 4 straight in the playoffs. That really hasn't happened very often in real life. But I wouldn't put too much stock into that. Oh, apparently Connor Brown was hurt, and he's about to come back. Eel soreness. Man, I've had eel soreness for years. You can do that. You can do this. You're young. You're in good shape. You go for it. Oh, yeah, he can play. Go for it, Connor Brown. Alright. So that's our last chance here. We are facing off against elimination. Matt Murray is going to be in net for the Sens. Peter Mrazek in net for Toronto. Go Sens, go. Come on, at least let's win 1 game. Nope. We got swept in the first round by the Leafs. Leafs fans are going to go crazy. That's probably their Stanley Cup right there. They won a playoff round. That doesn't happen very often for them. Yeah, we got shellacked, by the way. 9-4 is the final score. We were outshot 41-29. David Kampf was the first star of the game. He had a goal and 2 assists. Mikhail Abramov was the second star with 2 goals and an assist. And Kyle Clifford was the third star with an assist. Josh Norris opened up the scoring in the first from Drake Batterson and Brady Tkachuk. Then Toronto scored twice. It was 2-1 Toronto after 1. Then at the start of the second period, Nick Paul scored short-handed from Lassie Thompson and Lawson Krause. It was tied at 2, then Toronto scored twice, and then Eric Brandstrom scored from Igor Sokolov and Mason Shaw. It was 4-3, but the Leafs added 2 more goals before the end of the period. We were down 6-3 after 2. In the third period, they added 2 more goals. Then Shane Pinto scored from Thomas Chabot and Mason Shaw. It was 8-4. They added 1 more goal. And yeah, that was a terrible way to go back home. So we're done for this season. Brandon Saad is injured in St. Louis. He's out for 4 months with a fractured ankle. Yikes. Brett Oden is suspended in Vegas. He's going to miss 3 games. Alright, so Edmonton beat LA, Dallas beat Colorado, Vegas beat Seattle, San Jose beat St. Louis, Columbus beat the Rangers, Boston won against Buffalo, Carolina beat the Islanders, and we got eliminated in very humiliating fashion with a 9-4 loss in Toronto. We got swept. I'm crying on the inside. I'm just not letting it show. Right, looks like Vegas and Boston won their series as well. Alright, so the scouting. Right. So the Kings won, Vegas won, San Jose won, Carolina won, Boston won, and Columbus won. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go a little bit faster here, be done with the playoffs. It's not as fun when you get swept in the first round. I guess I should cheer for Edmonton if I want for a Canadian team to win. Top selling Ottawa Senators jerseys for April: Matt Murray, Thomas Chabot, Dougie Hamilton, Nino Niederreiter, and Philip Gustafsson. Development report that I am interested in. Ooh. Oh, Oliver Johansson got a little bit of a boost there. I like that. And the top-selling NHL jerseys for April: David Pastrnak at the top of the list. All right, let's go ahead and continue advancing here. I have to select a Hall of Fame nominee. All right, bring it on. Who am I gonna nominate? Roman Amerlik, Ray Whitney, Pat Verbeek, Teppo Numminen, Glenn Wesley, Daniel Sedin, Steve Larmer, Bobby Smith, Patrick Eliash, and Doug Wade. Alright, those of you that have followed me for a while know that I am a little partial to Teppo Numminen. I'm nominating Teppo Numminen. I know that probably Daniel Sedin should be the one that I nominate, but I'm selecting Teppo Numminen, god damn it. There you go. And then I might not vote for him when it's the time to vote. How about that? Right, there's only 2 series left. They are going to the limit, and St. Louis and the Rangers both won those. Memorable game for Pavel Buchnevich. He had a hat-trick, 3 goals against the Sharks to help with the Blues eliminating the Sharks. Alright, so let's see here. So now in the semifinals in the West, Dallas is going to be facing off against St. Louis, and the Kings are going to face off against the Golden Knights. And then we have a Toronto-Boston matchup in the East, and the Rangers and the Carolina Hurricanes are facing off against each other in the East. All right. I think Carolina might have a shot to repeat. All right, so Vegas won against LA, St. Louis beat Dallas, Toronto beat Boston, and the Rangers won 6-0 against Carolina. Alright, so Brett Howden is back from his suspension in Vegas, and the World Championship is starting today. Why am I seeing... Oh, dear God, I'm the GM for Team Canada. Oh, do I have to, like, do this? I don't wanna. I don't wanna do this. Oh God, I have to. There you go. Let's have the AI do it. I like that. There you go. We're gonna have Tristan Jarry, Darcy Kumper, and Mackenzie Blackwood in net. Shabbat, Darnell Nurse, Cale Makar, Dougie Hamilton, Tyson Berry, Chris Letang, Brent Burns, and Jared Spurgeon on D. And then Huberdeau, Giroux, McDavid, McKinnon, Crosby, Point, Scheifele, Barzal, Duchesne, Couturier, Stamkos, and Kane up front. Looks good to me. Alright, we're facing off against the US in game number 1. Connor Hellebuck is going to be in net for the US, and Mackenzie Blackwood is going to be in net for Canada. Go Canada, go! We won 3-1. I'm going to say we. But yeah. Alright, so Canada outshot the US 29-25. Cale Makar was the first star of the game. He had 2 assists. John Carlson was the second star with an assist, and Conor McDavid was the third star with an assist as well. Let's see. Ooh, it's in Germany. The game was in Berlin. Sean Couturier opened up the scoring in the first from Sidney Crosby and Cale Makar. Then Johnny Gaudreau tied the game. Steven Stamkos and Matthew Barzal scored in the third. That's a 3-1 game. I don't know that I want to go through that, folks. I might just like go real quick. And during that time, you know, the playoffs are happening in the NHL. All right, Vegas beat LA, St. Louis beat Dallas, Toronto beat Boston, and Rangers beat Carolina. Ooh, and Carolina lost Sebastian Aho for 2 weeks with a strained pectoral muscle. Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna still be there. Oh, we're playing. Canada's playing Finland. I don't care. Oh my God. Alright, Canada won 4-0. Oh, Dougie Hamilton is hurt for 3 weeks. There you go. My player got hurt. Oh, Steven Stamkos is out for 5 months. Now the Tampa Bay Lightning is going to be pissed off. He's going to miss the start of this season. Care. I'm sorry if you folks do. I really don't. Ooh, Toronto swept also the Bruins. Capo Caco has a good game for the Rangers. He had a hat-trick against the Hurricanes. So LA beat Vegas, St. Louis beat Dallas, Toronto swept the Bruins, and the Rangers beat Carolina. Okay, don't really care, don't really care, don't really care, don't really care. Jean-François Bérubé signs with Seattle. Alright, so Seattle signed Bérubé to a 1-year contract. Oh, Vegas eliminated the Kings. So Vegas won 5-1, and then Carolina's still alive. They beat the Rangers. They're down 3-2 in their series, though. Oh, dear God. There we go. Alright, playing... Ooh, Canada beat Germany in overtime. 3-2. They were harder to beat than Finland was. Alright, let's go ahead and advance that. Hey, Kel. It's been a minute. Alright, I don't really care for what's going on in those. Cal Clutterbuck is contemplating retirement. He's now playing in Arizona. He's 35. He's a 2.5-star player. And Nick Holden also is thinking about retiring. He's 35. And he's a 1-star player. Wow, he dropped all the way down to a 1-star. Yeah, you don't have to be sorry about anything. You have a life outside of watching people stream text-based games. Nothing wrong with that. Ooh, Carolina tied their series 3-3 against the Rangers with a 5-4 win. Alright, Canada plays Slovakia. Oh my God, this is annoying. And Canada won 6-1. Yeah. Yeah, the Panthers finished dead last in the East. It's not a joke. I didn't rearrange that because you just showed up. They didn't have a good season. I don't know why. They still have pretty much the same team. Like it's very close to the team that you guys have. But yeah. That didn't happen for you guys. Alright, so let's see if Carolina can complete the comeback and eliminate the Rangers. I kind of picked Carolina to repeat. Dougie Hamilton is feeling better. Not that it matters. I guess it matters for Team Canada, maybe. Nope, the Rangers won 4-3. Yeah, I made some changes to my team. I made the playoffs, but I got swept in the first round by Toronto. So yeah. Alright, so the Western Conference Final is going to be between Vegas and St. Louis, and the Eastern Conference Final is going to be between Toronto and the Rangers. I guess go St. Louis or go Rangers. Ooh, Canada beat Kazakhstan 8-0. Oh, Sean Couturier got hurt. Oh, I missed it. Sorry, I'm kind of just plowing through it. I don't really care about the World Championship. Sorry. Brock Nelson. I guess we can look at... Alright, so the Rangers beat Toronto and St. Louis beat Vegas. I guess we can look at Huberdeau's performance in today's game against Austria. Alright, Alexander Schmidt and Mackenzie Blackwood. Oh, Canada won 5-3. Let's see what Huberdeau did. Oh, no point for the Huberdeau in that one. Ooh, there's a ton of news now. Alright, Sweden. Alright, Jacob Voracek is hurt. Alright, so that's the little tournament bracket here. And of course, Connor Bedard is supposed to go first. Yeah, I didn't do nearly as good as he did in real life. He just notched 100 points. The Blues won and Toronto won, so the Blues are up 2-0 in their series and Toronto tied their series at 1 game apiece. Alright, so Canada's playing Latvia. Let's see here if Canada's gonna... Oh, 6-0 win. Oh, yeah. I don't think Huberdeau got any points again. No, he was a +2, but he didn't get a point. Yeah, that's my second season. I mean, it's improvement. I made the playoffs. I just didn't fare very good in the playoffs, but I made it. So... Alright, go. Sweden defeats Germany. United States defeat Switzerland 5-1. Alright, we have... Let's see. Toronto took a 2-1 lead and Vegas won a game, so it's 2-1 in that series as well. And now Canada's playing Czech Republic. Yes, I was the number 2 seed in the Atlantic, but the Atlantic wasn't that strong. I was second seed with only 95 points. I mean, I guess that's not bad, but... I mean, 95 points is nothing to sneeze at. But my world crumbled in the first round of the playoffs. Alright, so Canada plays Czech Republic. And Canada wins 3-0. Oh, Huberdeau got an assist in that one. Toronto beat the Rangers and Vegas beat St. Louis. Oh wait, was that yeah, I think that was already the scores that we saw. I don't think I just learned anything new. US beat Sweden 5-3. Which means that that Canada's facing the US in the finals for the gold medal. Or whatever it is that it's a cup, I think they give at the World Championships, right? It's not medals. New York tied their series with Toronto, and St. Louis took a 3-1 lead in their series. For those of you who are still interested in what's happening in the NHL. All right. That's the Cup game. Canada against the US. Oh, the US won 4-1. All right, so US wins the World Championships this year. Let's see who scored the lone Canadian goal. Conor McDavid from Jonathan Huberdeau and Chris Letang. All right. Fair and square, the US won. All right, so let's advance that and make it to the Stanley Cup Finals. Well, you know, it's not like you're insulting me or anything. I've been living here for 17 years, you know, so. All right, Sweden defeats Czech Republic, all right. The MVP was John Carlson. The best goalie was Mackenzie Blackwood. The best defenseman was Jonas Brodin. And the World Championship was won by the US, as we saw. All right, let's advance. So back to NHL action now. Oh, both series are 3-2 now after that Toronto won and Vegas won. All right. Oh, St. Louis and Toronto both won their series, so it's going to be a Stanley Cup final between Toronto and the St. Louis Blues. Doug Hamilton feels better. That's good. That's good. Not like we're about to play a game anyway, but, you know. Yep, Stanley Cup final between the St. Louis Blues and the Toronto Maple Leafs. Go St. Louis, go! As a Sens fan, I cannot cheer for the Leafs, of course. Alright, Dougie Hamilton feeling better and better. Alright, game 1 was won by the Blues, 5-4. Top setting, Ottawa Senators jersey in May, Matt Murray, Thomas Chabot, Doug Hamilton, Philip Gustafsson, and Nino Niederreiter. Doug Hamilton close to come back. Development report, let's take a look. Ridley Gregg, oh, he lost some potential. That's not good. Oh, that guy is getting better. Alright, and the best-selling jersey in the entire NHL was Austin Matthews. His team is making it to the finals. I guess that makes sense. Right, St. Louis is leading the Stanley Cup Final 1-0 with a 5-4 victory. Right, Hamilton is completely recovered. Alright, ooh, according to this guy, Connor Bedard is not gonna go first. You need to lay off the crack pipe, sir. Alright, Hall of Fame vote. Oh, I have to vote, huh? Alright. Who am I sending to? Oh, Daniel Alfredson. Yep. I have to send Luongo to the Hall. He was too good. Lundqvist as well. And I guess Henrik Sedin, probably. Yeah, there were some good choices. Hey, I sent Luongo. I couldn't send. I couldn't send all of the Florida players. I think Alfredson should be in it. I think so. I might be biased because I'm a Sens fan, but Alfredson was pretty good all of his career. All right, let's advance that. St. Louis won another game 3-0 against Toronto. They are up 2-0 in their series. I like that. Screw the Leafs. I like it. Oh, now the Leafs heard me and they shellacked St. Louis 8-3. Maybe I should just shut my mouth. Ooh, the series are tied now. 2 games apiece. Stanley Cup Final. We can't have Toronto win. What if Toronto wins the game? It might break my computer or something. Oh, St. Louis came back. They won 5-1. They're up 3-2. Oh, Toronto came back. It's going the distance. Mike Abamont wants to stay. What do you do? Oh, you're scout. Oh, yeah, sure. You can stay. Are you the one that's responsible for saying that Connor Bedard is not going to go first? Another scout? Yeah, you can stay. That's fine. Mikko Ruutu. Another scout. You can stay. Bob Jones. He's an assistant coach. What do you do? Hopefully you're in charge of training. Yeah, you can come back. We had a good season. I'm feeling good. Dan Besser, another scout. I'm easy. I'm good. You can come back. Jesse Winchester. Ah, another assistant coach. I've always liked Jesse Winchester's name, so he can stay just because I like his name. I am not very demanding. Oh, my trainer, yeah. My trainer can't come back. Even though we have a lot of injuries. Alright, so it's to the limit there. Who's going to win the cup? Is it going to be St. Louis? Is it going to be Toronto? God, I hope it's going to be St. Louis. Because if there's a Toronto fan that watches my stream/video, we're never going to hear the end of it. No idea. Let me see. It's a remix of a song from Spin-2. Here, let me... I take it from this site, or this channel on YouTube. That's what always plays in the background. So if you want to look them up. Yes, the piano's pretty good. They have a lot of good stuff on it. Most of the music is stream friendly, like you're not getting copyright claims, although sometimes I do get some, which it doesn't matter because, you know, I'm very small. I'm not in any way, shape, or form about to make any kind of money. I don't care either. All right, let's find out. Go Blues, go! Yes, the Blues won the cup. Oh, I feel better. I didn't want for Toronto to win the cup. I want for Toronto to experience disappointment. Right, so they won in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They won in 7 against the Sharks, in 4 against Dallas, in 6 against Vegas, and in 7 against Toronto to win the Stanley Cup. Right, salary cap has expanded. No renewal for Semyon Varlamov. He's going to be a free agent. And Frederik Andersen is also going to become a free agent. All right, so the Blues won the Cup. We did make the playoffs. We got swept in round number 1 against Toronto. Hopefully we're going to come back with a vengeance next time. Now, the next time I come on is the fun stuff. It's when I look at free agents, the draft, all of that good stuff. So whenever there's people around, I get to ask for opinions. If nobody's there, we're stuck with my decisions, which are not always the best. Yep, Blues go marching in. Yeah, they did win that 3-2. So I'm going to go ahead and stop here for today. It was a nice stream. It was nice to see you again, Kel. It's been a minute. You're always welcome. I don't know when I'm going to be streaming next again. But if you see me on and you want to come and help me draft / sign free agents / make trades for the next time out, please feel free. Always looking for input. But anyway, so that's going to be it for today. As usual, I want to thank you for tuning in, and if you're catching this on YouTube and somehow you weren't too disappointed with my quick first round exit, please feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment, all of that good stuff, and until I roll this game again, I'll see you folks next time. Thank you.